What is your favorite part about the camper?
My favorite part is about sleeping in bunk beds and having fun rosy marshmallows.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun. I love that idea.
Just
I can't wait to do that with you. Welcome back into the shop, guys. This is the third video on the Airstream build. I want to say thanks to the new subscribers that have rolled in. Thanks to all the kind comments, encouraging comments, the advice you guys have given me. I need that because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a woodworker. I'm figuring this out as I go. Tearing this thing apart has been fairly easy, and in this video we're going to lift the shell off and continue that process. Now I'm getting real close to having to put it back together, which is going to get expensive. So I just want to say this video is sponsored by Keeps, which I'm very grateful for because they're going to help pay for some of the cost on this, and I am thankful for that. Also, we have a promotion going on my merchandise. I'll tell you more about both those later on in the video. For now, let's just jump right in and get to work. Typically what you would see in here, as far as I understand, are these elevator bolts, which look a lot like that. They're flat on the top. I'm actually seeing quite a few screws in here, but that's probably just going to subfloor, and then anywhere that goes to the frame is going to be the elevator bolts. So anywhere in the curved section, you can just unbolt it. On the straightaways, you actually have to drill out the rivets and disconnect the outside shell at that point, because this wood is actually sandwiched in the C-channel, and I can get a better explanation of that right there. So you can see how that wood slides inside the track. So if we lifted it with just taking out the bolts, there's a bolt right here going into an outrigger, which you can see down there. If we just took out the bolts, it would lift the floor with it. We don't want to do that. So I'm going to drill out all the buck rivets. You can see them all in here, and just disconnect the shell from that C-channel. Now, these front rivets are riveted to a steel plate, and it is a design that prevents frame separation on Airstreams. I think Airstreams did that from the 50s on into the 80s and then stopped doing it. I'm just using a punch, hitting right on the center of that buck rivet, and then using a 1/8 bit to just drill it out. It takes a little bit of finessing with the drill. You got to start real slow and kind of get it centered, and then go through the rivet. There's 40 of these to do, so it takes a little bit of time, and then when we reinstall the shell onto the floor, we'll have to re-buck rivet that plate onto the shell of the trailer. Okay, so this is about as far as I'm gonna go for today. Sorry if you see my little layout. Let's get rid of that. Needs a haircut. I've got the ends freed up, I think, pretty sure. I know the front's freed up. I'm not 100% sure on that section, but when we lift it, we'll find out. So I got this new drone I told you guys in the last video, and my kids love it, and we were playing around in the shop. I love to fly it around the shop. It's amazing. I haven't crashed it yet. As we were doing that, check out what it revealed. Lo and behold, I'm going bald. Okay, so this is where Keeps comes in. Now you can tell by that drone shot that I'm starting to lose my hair a little bit. I'm thinning out. You know, I'm 38 years old, going a little gray. That's probably in part due to 10 years of running a furniture business. That's a stressful business, so I think I lost a little hair in that process, which is okay. I mean, it's life. We're all going to age. We're all going to get older. But with Keeps, they've revolutionized the way you get hair loss treatment. You don't have to visit the doctor anymore. You can actually visit a doctor online and get the Keeps medicine, which is a generic version of one of the 2 FDA-approved hair loss medicines, which makes it super affordable. Now, 2 out of 3 men will experience male pattern baldness by the age of 35. Unfortunately, I'm one of those 2 out of 3, so lucky me. And what I've learned from Keeps is that prevention is key. The sooner you start using Keeps, the better off you are going to be in preventing that loss of hair. And it also, in some men, has proven to regrow hair, which is pretty exciting. In fact, the statistics show that 66% of men will experience more hair growth using Keeps. So if you're like me and you're starting to thin out a little bit, I highly recommend you do something about it. You go visit keeps.com/Andy Rawls. The link is in the description. If you follow that link, you will get 50% off your first order. That's KEEPS/Andy Rawls. A big thank you to Keeps for sponsoring the video. Go to the link, check out the product. Now, I always like to give a little sneak peek to those who watch this sponsored content because I'm grateful to have it and it supports my channel. So you guys, this is what we're working on right now. We've got a whole bunch of windows getting cleaned up. It is a total mess and it is a ton of work. It's coming in a future video, so stay tuned for that. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is sketchy. This is gonna hurt. This falls. Don't wobble it. Some sketchiness to this. Oh, careful. There she goes. Okay, so today is the day we're going to lift this trailer. First thing is I'm not feeling super good. There's a lot of cedar pollen in Texas right now, and it is brutal. It's got my eyes all itchy and my nose pretty runny, but I'm going to push through anyway. We've got the 2x8 set up. I'm going to get a little bit more carpet padding to put up here just to pad these ribs. What I'll do is lift this, put a little bit of tension on the shell, and then start popping off buck rivets off the long edges. We're going to leave that C-channel on the trailer floor. And so it should just pop loose. I think everything is disconnected other than those buck rivets. And then we'll need to get it up about, I don't know, a foot to clear those tires. And then we should be able to hook the truck up and just pull the chassis right out from under the shell and then drop the shell down. I didn't really think this one through. I can't really get to these rivets because my door is hitting crane, and I can't move the crane because it's all rigged up. We'll have to either break these or just, I guess, cut them from the inside. What was that? Well, that freed it up. That scared me. Okay, so I've got it about, I think I got it high enough. It's probably about 10 inches up off the floor. It's leaning a little bit to the side. Came off without any real issues. A few loud pops and creaks that were kind of scary, but everything looks good. You can see once you get it off the amount of damage. This is that front plate I was telling you about. We're gonna do some work on that. Subfloor, you know, this subfloor is just totally rotten. Coming around, C-channel still here like we talked about. The C-channel is on the bottom on the curves. Same thing here, C-channel. All the rot in the back, just the same as the front. Pretty bad looking. I don't want to leave it hanging here, heads up, for too long. Obviously it's a little sketchy. So I'm gonna hook up the truck, get the trailer out, the chassis out, and figure out how I'm going to set this on the ground. Whoa! Man, that was a big miss. Perfect. Down she goes. Okay, so there it is. I got it off, pulled it out, no problem. A lot of work to do ahead of me on this. We got to get plywood off, all the insulation out, the tanks out, take the axles off, put on new axles, sandblast, weld, paint. So much work. This kind of makes me nervous just hanging here, but man, it worked. mission accomplished. There's the inside. You can see that backbone holding it up, no problem. So let's get this thing down on the ground. Okay, I might have made my first big mistake here. As I was bringing it down, I noticed that side was probably 4 inches high, and every other side was touching. And I thought it was really weird. I thought maybe it was twisted, and then I realized that my door was open and it was hung up on that 2x4, 2x6 on the bottom of the gantry crane, so it was tweaking the door. So I don't know. I mean, there was quite a bit of weight on it. So the way it looks now, I think it's going to be okay. There's hinges, you know, that was broken, that hinge. So the hinges, everything looks okay, but we'll find out. When we put it back on, there's a good chance. I've heard that when you take shells off and you put them back, the doors don't line up very well. So that probably didn't help that situation out. It'll be a while before we know. This thing is on the ground. I left the jacks underneath the trailer by accident. I'm going to clean up, and mission accomplished. Okay, so that is it for this video. Appreciate you guys tuning in. The trailer, a little sneak peek there. I'm a little ahead of the game on that. Trailer is really coming along great. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Really quick, I have some new merch up on the website. My most popular shirt, the Go and Make It, is now available in a long sleeve. Very nice looking t-shirt. I should also add that we will be adding in 2 of the orders a custom handcrafted cutting board made by me. It'll be randomly selected, so hopefully that gives you a little incentive to head over and get yourself a really cool shirt. Also, we do have a beanie for you cold weather folks. It's got my new logo on it. It's a little bright there. It's got my new logo on it, and we have a t-shirt with that logo as well, another long sleeve t-shirt. So go up to the website, help support this project. Give me just a little bit of help. This is a huge project, and like I said, I'm starting to have to put it back together soon, and that's going to get expensive. Appreciate you guys tuning in. To get more details on the giveaway for the t-shirt, the cutting board, the link is in the description for that. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll see you next time.